All very good, and it's technology, Harry. It's the cameras have gotten so much better.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How you manage consistency in your business and actually doers, okay? Because in your particular environment with recording, the audio, the film industry, everybody's an artist, so everybody is a creator, everybody have ideas, millions of ideas all the time, but you need doers that do the stuff in high quality and to be consistent. And how you become that challenge?
Man, I think it would be the number three thing from the question you asked me out of the gate, and that's to build a system. And the only way to do it is volume. I got to tell you, we've done more than 800 films at this point, and the first 100, I'll still stand by them that they're wonderful films. The families love them. We checked all the boxes, but I would probably cringe a little bit watching them because this was before we started coming up with a system, with a program to follow. But the only way we could create a system is by getting feedback from people that trusted us. They went with their heart and said, I love my dad, I want to make this, figure it out. Well, it was only those first clients that would give us feedback that allowed us to start to see patterns. Once you start seeing patterns, well, now you can create a system and you can know what works most of the time. And that's what we've done. We've built processes and systems, and it's so hard. Again, we're in the space of, there's a lot of subjectivity that's still there, and everybody on the team, they have areas where they have absolute creative control, but at the root of all that is a process and our systems that need to stick to, because they're what work. They're what deliver. They're what let me send the final video to the client with just nothing but joy, knowing they're going to love it.
And when you have a system, you can scale, because I presume that when you have clients, they could be all over the United States, and sometimes you won't be able to fly. And fly yourself and your team, this is going to be expensive, going to make the end product more expensive, I believe. And it's my understanding for what we spoke before, that you actually can produce a documentary for the loved ones with the high quality, such as that even this documentary, if you present it to Netflix, they will be able to take it because it complies with all the quality standard. And this is, we're talking about high quality in terms of sound, video, and everything. So how, guys, can you scale, grow, and be consistent and deliver this high quality? I assume that cost effective, because last time that I checked, to create the documentary, how long are the documentary that you guys produce for the families?
Hour to 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so 60 to 90 minutes. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow, 60 to 90 minutes. That's a lot of material. It's a lot of recording, a lot of editing involved, a lot going on in this. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Guys, can you keep that affordable? I don't think that that someone can actually afford that, because it's like you having your own movie, right?
It
Talk about
truly,
90 minutes. It's really a movie.
Oh, it really is. It's a feature-length film. You know, I bet, I don't know, I've never looked, but I bet I've made more feature-length films than anybody in the world.
Well,
that's a lot.
You're talking about large volume, yeah? It's
yes,
very
sir.
Impressive what you have done.
If you look at it from
800 films, you said?
800, yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
my
sir.
God.
If you look at it from the first principles, that everything has elements, everything has blocks, and we really rooted it down to what is, things like framing, focus, what's in focus, how are you framed, what cameras to use, everything. It's almost predetermined. The way that our films look, it's based on principles that were set in the 50s in the golden era of Hollywood. That's what we match. When you're looking at the screen, the people are going to look, they're going to be the right size. And what does right mean? Well, right is what you've seen in every professional documentary you've ever seen. So we just make sure we match the people that we know have been fantastic. The real magic of what we do, sir, is through the course of the interview, it's the ability to visit with somebody for a day or 2 days, but not to waste their time, yet make sure they have fun and cover everything they want to cover. So we have them fill out some forms. I need to know not just about the subject's life, but the family, the people that love this guy or this couple. What does the family, what do the sons and daughters want? What do they really want us to focus on? Well, now I'm not having to fish as much. I know what the sons and daughters want us to visit about, the nieces, the nephews, whoever has given us information. I know the people that love this guy. I zeroed in on what it is that they want to see. And then we set the cameras up in predictable ways, that the way they're supposed to be. And I just have a conversation. I want to make them forget that the cameras are even there. I want to BS with Dad for a day. That's what I do. Now there may be a lot going on in my head behind the scenes, but to Dad, we're just chit-chatting.
Oh my God, Chance! But it sounds very simple. But I'm telling you that I've been supporting actor in several films, and when you go to those sets, I mean, you see a team easily or 20 people there. You have sound experts, you have cameras, several. The cameras are not particularly small, they are big machines, and they are people I see in the films. Someone recording and actually someone else just focusing, taking
Focus
care
puller,
of the focus.
yeah.
Yes. So two people for one camera, and then this is the film quality. This is what of course, we're not expecting that what you produce, it has a little team of 20 people and movement and extras and so. However, it's a high level of complexity in order to, even if it's an interview, because I presume you interview not only the person, you interview the family, you interview them, maybe you go around, you get some surroundings around the house, you need to feel so then the documentary doesn't get bored, and then you need to have a script. So it's the thing at the end of the day is entertaining, right? And,
yeah, absolutely.
And so it's literally a movie.
No, it
a
literally
documentary.
is.
It's a documentary.
Yes, sir.
So it's something that is not easy to do. And on top of that, with normal people, because at least with actors, even with actors, they rehearse, they are aware of the camera, they are not scared. I train a lot of people about public speaking, and I can tell you that there are people that are more scared to speak in front of the camera than even to speak in public. And now you need to deal with that fear, and the people have to relax, and so much going on. And yet you manage to pull this off big time and in a large volume. So tell me a little bit more, Chance, in terms of scalability, how you design this system. For example, if you had to, because if you had done 800, I'm under the impression that sometimes you're doing 3 or 4 at the same time. That correct?
Yes, sir. We right now, God. We have at different stages of production right now. We probably have 23 films right now, which means 23 in the can. 23 interviews are done, and we're in edit or revisions. And to go back to your point about the complexity of the films, you really did describe how we started with a large crew showing up, lots of people.
That's what it takes.
What I found, well, in the early days it did. And what I found that it was intimidating. Imagine the subject or the actor in the film is an 83-year-old man. And here comes 7 people into his house.
Oh my God, with a big camera? No way.
It exactly. And mind you, it may have looked great, but you've got this wooden grandpa who's not comfortable because there's all these people in his house. Mm-hmm. So we went from 7, we got it down to 5, then to 4, then to 3.
Wow.
So now we have a 3-man crew.
3 people. Wow.
But listen, so much of it
have to be very good.
All very good, and it's technology, Harry. It's the cameras have gotten so much better, and how we frame it, how we set it up, we make it so that it's not a big scary thing in this shoot. Now, of course, there are giant lights and there are microphones and all that is in Dad's living room.
There's no way that you can, you don't compromise quality.
We don't, no sir.
But also, these cameras, they can get smaller, but you need high expertise to know how to operate those things.
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm aware, focus is a big deal, and the frames, and these cameras, they think that they are coming from another planet. You really need to know how to operate them in order to
Yeah.
shoot the high quality. It's not enough to, I mean, they're already very expensive, but hey, I got a small camera, that's it, let's do a documentary. No way, it doesn't work like this.
No,
You
yeah.
need to know how to operate those cameras, and it's very complex.
It is. And that's why, going back to my list at the beginning, it's building your team and making sure that everybody is better at me than what they
Wow,
do.
with the 3 people is very impressive.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
for
My
sound,
guy,
one for camera, one for light. That's how you do it. Oh my God, Chance.
yes, sir. My guy Ben knows
Wow.
way more about my cameras. I know
Wow.
how they work, I know how they function, and I bought them, but you don't want me running camera, okay? You want Ben doing that.
Absolutely.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.